Hey there, my friends. How you guys doing? So today I will be sharing with you a very interesting story. It might be a bit long, but I encourage you to listen. You will really be blessed. So it has to do with some of the experiences I've had in life. I used to have a colleague back in the days who I was his boss, but he was much older than me in age. And so we had this very interesting mutual respect for each other. Most times he would come to the office and want to tell me things about me that people are saying about me, things that are happening, how it affects me. This person said this, that person said this is the plan. This is, oh, that thing used to really put me off. And every time he would come and say that, I would brush him aside and tell him, hey, I don't like all this hearsay gossip. Don't come and be telling me those things. Don't tell me what anybody's saying about me. I don't want to know. Just keep it to yourself. And then most times he will change the topic, and then even though he tries to still tell me, there was this time he came and he was trying to tell me again, see what they said, oh, see what this, and I, rebuked him as usual. This time he came back at me and said, no, that I should stop saying this thing. That why am I always saying this thing? That this thing I'm doing is not correct. He's trying to tell me what will help me, and I'm telling him, no, 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 that I don't like gossip, I don't like hearsay. Then he said something that made me laugh. He said, this is how leaders all over the world survive. He said, it's not, don't be calling it gossip. It's called grapevine. Grapevine. You know, even though at that point I still hushed him. I told him I'm not interested. But that day I decided to step back a little bit and take what he said a little bit, into my thinking. And I thought about it and I looked at the scriptures and I completely saw that he wasn't completely wrong. There was anything, there was some wisdom in what he said. I discovered that Jesus, when he was born, news came to them that the Herod was against the child, wanted to kill the child, and based on that information, they escaped. I saw in the life of David and in how that he got information and how that information helped. And the Bible shows several places where people got information, and based on that information, they preserved their life and acted wisely. You see, we live in a world like sheep among wolves, and God tells us to be wise like serpents in this very life. I'm telling you, there are a lot of people that have suffered a lot of pain, havoc to themselves, their family, certain things, just because they were very naive, they were very they thought, I'm not harming anybody. Why would anybody want to harm me? I'm a good person. Why will anybody be evil to me? My brother, this is the world. You don't have to harm anybody. You don't have to hate anybody. You don't have to plan evil against anybody. People would just do that naturally. There was anybody who shouldn't have been planned against. It was Jesus. He was really good. But you see, the world doesn't work like that. You have to be wise, like a serpent. You have to wake up to certain things. Not every information is hearsay, gossip. No, there are certain information God bring your way to preserve you and to make you act wisely, to act with a lot of discretion. You see, if Jesus didn't escape, if his parents didn't take him to escape, it's possible that Herod will definitely come after them. But you see, even though Jesus would have been spared in the attack, Joseph may have not been spared. Mary may not have been spared because you see, they were not the main target. And you see, people suffer a lot of casualties. It may not be you, but your family members and people around you may get hurt by certain insensitivity about you. And people feel, oh, God doesn't care. It's not that God doesn't care. It's just that you weren't sensitive enough. You were too naive. Oh, I'm a good person at work. Why would anybody want to take my job from me? After all, I don't have evil against anybody. Don't work that way. It's just like it happens in Nigeria. Policemen come to arrest people in an area, and you say, I didn't do anything wrong, so I will not run. Run, oh, in Nigeria. So I'm just saying you need to be wise. It is the power of God to give you information in several ways. It's for you to discern and know exactly what to do. Today I'm going to pray for you. Maybe you have suffered certain things because you weren't sensitive. I pray that God will give you wisdom, grant you wisdom, discretion, and discernment to be able to know those things that matter most in your life for your preservation, for your preservation. I pray it upon you today in the name of Jesus. I hope this video has blessed you. Have a nice day and God bless you.